else can help. And if you can find them, maybe
you can watch the vApe team.
Word up, son. Word.
Yeah. To all the killers and the $100 billers. For real, niggas who ain't got no feelings.
Just watch my back. I got your front.
Check it out now.
Hello, everybody. We are live. Welcome to episode 28 of the vApe team. My name is Brian. I have a channel on YouTube called the Vapor Chronicles, and I'm here with my main man, Mikey motherfucking Vapes. What's up, Mike?
Hitting that shit, peeps. What's up? What's up? What's going on?
And BK Baracus is sick tonight. So-called sick. Who knows really what he's up to, but he's not here. He's not feeling well. He's under the weather. So our compatriot, Mark Vapin Fagan. Welcome, Mark.
¿Cómo está, everyone?
Muy bien, usted.
Thanks for having me on.
Thanks for coming on. You're always a wonderful addition to the show, and we love having you. It's like you're just a part of the family. What can I say?
Muchas gracias.
You're like a part of the family, and I do physically things to you that are probably not appropriate for family members to do.
Well, you might pull out the big German.
Yeah.
So tonight, we're like the Fantastic Four, but there's three of us, and we have no superpowers. We're here to entertain, enlighten, and educate you guys on nothing. So welcome to the show. I am back from a long, much-needed vacation. I was in Universal Studios, Florida, at the Harry Potter, geeking out there. I was at Disney World, Animal Kingdom. Just an awesome week-long trip. And let me tell you, I can get used to not working ever again for the rest of my life, because this week has been a hell of a challenge trying to get back into the work thing. But I'm back, and I'm back making reviews again, and Mike is back showing off his fucking awesome buffet and gear to everyone, and Mark is back with his pants off on the show. It is a nice, cold, crisp, rainy Wednesday evening in New Jersey, and I'm happy to be here to share it with you all. So thanks for. Sorry about last week, but we're back, and we're better than ever. So welcome to the show. Why don't we start off by inviting our guest Mark to share with us who he is, what he is, how he is, and what kind of sexual things he's into.
My name is Mark from Vape and Fagan. You guys can check me out on YouTube, Vape and Fagan, vapeandfagan.com. And today I'm vaping on the Snowwolf 1.5 with the Big German, the VT200 with the TFV4, and this Pure Box with the Fishbone version 2 or X or whatever it's called, and E-Liquid. I'm vaping on some this Fuck Q. Really interesting name. Miss Samoa. And then also I'm vaping on some of the Snap Apple that everyone is so against, but I think is awesome shit. And yeah, I'm keeping
Hashtag D-Chalk with.
Yeah, exactly. Jesus Christ, I want to string that guy.
We should have a show with Mark and DJ Quiff, and they should actually be in one room together.
Actually, this Sunday, D-Chalk with will be on Mark's show.
He trolled everyone's channel that did a review for the Snap E-Liquid. That was his job for the day.
He gets paid by the competitors to Snap, I think.
Yep.
He really gets me heated. I try not to let him, but he does.
I got a question. When Mark talks, he doesn't pop up on my screen.
Oh, no?
No, does he pop up on yours?
Mark, talk.
Hello, hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Nice to meet you. My name's Mark.
He shows up on mine.
Yeah, he doesn't show up mine. All right, I was just wondering if it was just set on one person only.
You know what? Let's watch the live feed real quick, because what's better than doing technical things while we're doing the show? No, I see Mark on the show.
Okay, good.
Yo, Mark, you look great live.
Thank you. You look beautiful in person.
Thank you.
We've
never met.
Sexy man beast.
We are really just big men that love other big men, you know?
I know. We're all straight, but yet we love men. It's kind of
Yes.
weird.
It's weird, but it's just natural, so we're gonna go with it.
Mm-hmm.
We deal with feelings here, you know. We don't deal with like fucking labels, you know what I mean? Like fuck a label. So, how about you, Mike? Mark, let's put our microphones on mute and give Mike
No.
the next 40 minutes.
No, we don't know what Mark's vaping. Did he say what he was vaping?
Were you listening?
What were you doing?
I think I was just staring at you being a man beast. Oh, so
Yeah.
you did say it. Oh, you said E-cig? Is that what you said?
I said a bunch of things.
Oh,
Mike's not even paying attention to his own show.
Wow.
You know what,
That's
Mark?
getting bad.
I gotta be honest, Mark. There might be a spot open on the vape team for you.
Mike is slipping.
Straight slipping, boo.
I'm going to do a show with Jack With. We're just going to roll on people during the show.
I can see subscribers already.
Thursday nights, 10 p.m. The Troll Team.
Troll team.
So anyway, Mike, Mark and I are gonna stare off into the distance and not listen to you share what you're vaping. Actually, I gotta be honest. I do that shit all the time, so I can't hate.
Yeah, you do.
I know I do.
Rare when I do that. I think I was
Go ahead,
reading.
Mike.
Anyway, buffet time. Where do we begin? All right, first item I'm vaping on is this device I actually got today. It's the Dual SX Signature Mods. It's got an SX350J chip in there. And and they also sent me this tank and a few drip tips too. This tank here, actually not the whole tank, this is actually the Billow version 2 tank. Basically what we have here is the base of the billow, this top piece of the billow, and the chimney inside is the billow. And the only thing I replaced was this piece right here, which is their piece. I took the glass out, and this is basically a drip tip. Nice big ass drip tip. So pretty cool. So I'm vaping that, and inside there I got some custard de leche from Adore. Love this stuff. Good stuff right there. And the second item I have on the list is the Snow Wolf limited edition with the Arctic gunmetal. And there I got Sweet Tooth from Clown. Sweet Tooth from Clown e-liquids. Next item I have is E-cig. I forgot what it was. The VT200 with a new RTA I just got in today. It's called the Omega. It's a 2-post RTA from Advican, something like that. And this is actually a drip tip from what company is this? Half Moon Mods.
Mike, I hate your buffet. I gotta be honest. I always want to interrupt because I want to talk to you about devices I've been waiting to see all week. Talking to you.
Same here. I had a question.
Two more, then we can talk about it.
Should we get notepads out, Mark, and write down our questions?
And in there, I'm vaping some Keyberry yogurt from Kilo, and this is right now my #1 juice that I love. The #1. Next item in the buffet I have is the Lava Box DNA 200 with Mike Vapes Edition Crown Tank, and on here I have a drip tip from Signature Tips. And in there, I'm actually vaping some of Fresh 03's juice, his strawberry milkshake. Got in there. Good stuff. That Addie's yogurt he makes is, oh, God, love it. And last in the buffet, actually there's like another 8, but I'm not going to mention those. Last one on the buffet is the Boxer DNA 200 with the Zephyr Buddha version 2. And yeah, you know we're going to be hitting this shit at 200 watts today. That's it. Done with the buffet. Want me to keep on going? All right, hold up. I also got this device here.
I didn't say anything because I knew you were going to fucking continue, so I know you well enough.
Phone X 150 watt device. Look how nice that looks, right? The blue and black. And I got the Velocity RDA on there.
All right, I'm going to cut you off.
I'm done.
That Omega tank. Does the airflow control ring, when you turn it, does it snag on the O-ring or no?
It snags on the O-ring if you have the tank apart and you go to move the O-ring.
Okay.
You have to like lubricate it when you first get it, wash it obviously, lubricate it, and then try and put it on nice and easy. You have to find the notch where it's supposed to go in and push it down, because I was having a problem. It was catching. You have it?
Yeah. They sent 4, and all 4 of the glass tanks that were in there were broke, like the replacement tanks. Because
Well, I'll tell you something. So obviously you haven't vaped it.
No, because the O-ring keeps snagging.
Okay.
And I got so pissed with it, I fucking just threw it to the
You
side.
have to look the notch, the way the airflow. There's a stopper. So when you put it on, you make sure it's lined up with your airflow, both.
Okay.
And you got to slip it down.
Okay.
I'll tell you something right now. I just got it today, and I have to say, this is probably one of the best vapes I've ever gotten off an RTA.
The deck is really nice. I like the deck on it.
The deck it's not a velocity deck, but it's like the Goliath version 2 deck on steroids.
Yeah.
And it fucking vapes good.
Yeah, that's why I was
Airflow is tremendous on here. It's really flavor. You get the flavor of an RDA in there, because the chimney itself leads right to the drip tip. It's that whole opening, as you can see right there. And it's just amazing. And the tank looks sick.
Yeah, I'll show everyone what the deck looks like, because I got one here without juice on it. In case
Show it up. Let's see it.
Come on, open up. Dude, I wish the chimney was a 2-piece.
A 2-piece with a biscuit.
2-piece with a biscuit. All right.
Yeah.
And it fogs.
There's the deck on it. That looks awesome. I mean, I built on it, and it's beautiful. It's just that O-ring I was having big issues with, but I'm going to look at that little notch you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
But
that
yeah,
little, that's beautiful, man.
They got some good stuff normally.
Another thing, Mark, when you're putting it in, remember, the notch is only on one side, so make sure, don't do it the opposite way with the airflow at the same. You got to make sure it's the right way.
Gotcha.
And make sure you put e-juice on the O-rings.
Yeah, yeah.
And on the inside of that airflow ring. So this way it just could slide right over there.
I lubed the shit out of it, and still was like just catching, but it's
Yeah,
probably
it was
because I didn't
catching
have
for
that
me when I
notch.
finally got it. That's a big downfall on it. And another thing is, I've gone through 3 different wicking methods on here, and the last one I've done, I'm still getting a little leaking when I fill it.
Okay.
So top fill. It's a top fill tank too. And usually with the top fills, with an RTA, if you don't have it perfect, you're going to leak.
Yeah. Cool. Check it out tonight. What's up, Brian? What are you vaping on tonight, buddy?
Oh, shit. I don't even know. Am I drinking? Have I been drinking today? I don't know.
You're still on vacation.
I'm sorry, I was watching Phil on Phil's show. I wasn't listening to you both. To be honest with you, both of you were boring as fucking whale shit. I'm just saying.
Just say.
Oh, I miss BK. BK, I hope you feel better, man.
I do. I am vaping on titanium.
In honor of BK, I'm gonna drink that shit. Hashtag.
Did you get this in yet? The Titan wires? Titanium?
Boom, bitches.
Yeah. This stuff is pretty good.
It
You guys
really
want
is.
to get a good titanium wire? Right here. Titan wires. It's called.
TI, Titan Wires. They have a webpage.
TitanWires.com. That's
Yep.
where you get your titanium. They have the best titanium wire out there.
Yep.
All different gauges, too.
So what am I vaping? I hate going in. You know what I think, Mark? I think I need to go first, so that because I can't live up to Mike. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm like the letdown.
You are. Honestly,
You know?
you should go first all the time, because Mike should go at the very end.
Every time I go, it's like fucking. I get all amped up, and then it just
That's
feels.
what it is, yeah.
It's a big letdown after that. I hit the wrong button. I've been off too long. I don't have a. My muscle memory needs to be re-engaged. So, what am I vaping? I am vaping on the E-Leaf Mellow 2 on this little Supra from Jaywell France. It's a little unregulated box that I got here. I love this little bad boy combo. So I'm vaping on that. I'm also vaping on the Lava Box with my Stro Mini RDA. And I'm vaping on an interesting iTaste MVP Pro with the iSub what the fuck is this? The iSub blah. Mike knows.
Apex.
It's the fucking. It's
Sorry.
the Apex. Thank you.
I was showing off my new device I got in today.
What is it?
Right here, check it out. It's the
See, forget
You're stealing your thunder, Brian.
forget my buffet, Mark. It's not even of interest to anyone.
This shit does 12 watts.
Oh my God, are you actually using that thing?
It vibrates too.
I
and
just
it-
pulled it out now.
yeah.
With the tank on it, was just
Everyone says there's like a 10-second delay. Yeah. You know, I think next week I'm gonna redo my settings here. This computer that I'm on, that I run the show off of, is a slow ass old computer, and I'm gonna take my computer from my big screen TV in the other room, bring it in here, and it's gonna be way faster. Like that shit's liquid cooled. It's got like fucking over 20 gigs of RAM and fucking solid state drives and all kinds of fast networking. So I think that's gonna be my. I think I'm gonna buy a new computer for out there and then bring that one in here and then give this one to somebody. So maybe I'll do a giveaway.
Oh, you shouldn't have said that.
Yeah,
I can see the emails now. Hey, bro.
they already started.
I really need a computer, man.
Yeah, my dick has cancer, and yeah, I've had so many people have like their dog die, their sister like sucks dick for crack. I mean, the sob story. Yeah, you know what? I wanted to talk about this tonight and bring it up. So I'm I'm going to spend a minute and talk about my vacay. Okay, so you guys know how active you are with your, Facebook and Instagram and your channel on YouTube, and you get messages all the time and you try to respond as fast as possible. It's like a lifestyle, you know what I mean? You keep up with it. It's hard to detach and look away when you're on vacation just in case something big comes through or some, like vape shows off skin when you're not looking. So I'm on a tram car heading over to the Magic Kingdom for the not-so-spooky Halloween parade with my wife. Yes, it was a manly event, and we were dressed up. If you follow me on Instagram, I think there's a picture of me in some Mickey ears, or maybe it's my wife's, but anyway. Huh?
When you were sleeping on the train?
Yes.
A picture like this.
Yeah, with my fucking Mickey ears on.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I get a message, and the message is from Beyond Vape. And they said, blah, blah, blah. I talked to Mike about this, but Mark, this is new for you and new for you guys chilling out in the hangout. But we have a problem with as reviewers. There's people out there that think that they can send emails to companies and then give a link to my channel or Mark's channel or Mike's channel and act like they're them. So somebody said, hey, I have a channel on YouTube. I want to review your products. I have over 20,000 subscribers, blah, 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 and here's the link to my channel. Let me know if you're interested. Well, the fucking idiot didn't know that I had already been in communication with Beyond Vape, and they contacted me and said, hey, is this you? So anyway, long story short, I called the dude out. He was some punk-ass kid, and but who knows what kind of stuff leaks through that all of a sudden I get an email, like tomorrow I'm making an email from like 10 Chinese companies saying, we sent you products, where's your review? And meanwhile, fucking Billy Bob and fucking shithole USA is vaping on some, free China shit. Hopefully it sucks. But it pisses me off, man.
I had that happen a couple, maybe weeks ago. I got like a few emails from, and it was only juice companies, and I found out it was this guy in the UK. He messaged 7 e-juice makers to do reviews on their e-liquid posing as me, yet the address he was using was in the UK. And luckily I was talking to one of the people, and they had his address and phone number, so I ended up emailing the guy, and his response was like, what's the big deal, man? I just don't have the money. I'm like, what?
Same guy.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you're pretending you're me to get free e-liquid. First of all, why are you even using me? You should use someone higher up the ladder, But, yeah, to get free e-liquid. And it's ridiculous. But, yeah, it happens a lot now.
we need to come up with a better system to verify authenticity of who we are. Like we need to come up with like codes or something like that that only we have.
There is a system, but it's up to the manufacturer to do it. When you send them an email, they're supposed to go on your YouTube channel and message you to your YouTube channel to confirm that you are you. They don't do it. A lot of them don't do it. So
Yeah, I provide my phone number, and I'm willing to talk to people on the phone and stuff.
Yeah, I will too.
Talk to someone, they wanted me to call them, and I called them on the phone. You know,
I mean, personally, I like when companies just mail shit to me and don't even ask me to review it.
ain't it?
But I think these people, what they don't realize is, number one, if I get a vendetta against you, I'm fucking vicious. I will press charges. It's illegal to act as an imposter of someone. First things first, acting like you're made to get a gain of some sort is illegal. And there's actually probably like 6 different charges. Is there any lawyers in here watching tonight? I'm sure that we could come up with some shit. I don't know. All I know is it makes me fucking angry, and I don't have any money to sue anybody.
Yeah,
But I will call the popo.
It's pathetic that someone would stoop down to that level just to get free vape shit, like liquid or a mod or something. It's like, but I was talking to someone. I guess it's the internet. Shit like that's gonna happen with everything, vape gear, anything.
Well, I get people contacting me all the time and say, "Oh, I'm trying to start a YouTube channel because I want to get free shit. How do I do it?" And I love people that see what we do and it looks appealing, because it's exciting and it's fun and there's community but they don't see the other 23.5 hours a day where it's us busting our ass in a dark, dingy fucking room trying to get shit out. And also reaching out to companies. Do you have any idea? And now that this thing is blown up to epic proportions, and Pegasus is in here right now. What's up, Peg? He'll tell you how many messages as a company do you get per day from people trying to get shit to do reviews. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to separate yourself from all the other people by asking for shit. How you do it is, number one, you make quality content. You do honest and focused reviews, and also you add something different that the other 50 fucking channels aren't offering. Because it's become so repetitious that it's like watching, the same rerun of the same show again and again and again. So if you're going to jump in late in the game, which is where it is right now, you got to do something different. You got to offer something that people want, and you got to get subscribers. So what do you think? Like 5,000 is when you start really getting recognized, and maybe smaller companies will reach out to you?
Yeah, start getting e-liquid at around 5,000 or so. Like when people email me, and ask me, I want to start reviewing, first thing I tell them is, make sure you have a lot of time on your hands. That's the first thing. Like if you don't have time to spend, then forget about it. But the thing that really irritates me the most when it comes to reviews is when the people, especially the trolls, throw out that whole, "Oh, well, he gets paid to probably do this anyways." I had that happen just the other day when I did that review on that Snap e-liquid. Someone made a comment because me, Mike, and Heathen did the review all at the same time, within an hour of one another.
it wasn't even planned. It was crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't even planned. And so this guy thought he thought, he made a comment in my video like, "Oh, he's probably getting paid for the review anyways. That's why they're going up like that, back to back." And I'm like, dude, trust me, nobody gets paid for shit, and it bothers me. The only people that get paid are the 100,000 subscriber marks, people like that. They'll get some money to go to a vape meet or something like that, but smaller guys, they don't get shit. They get a free mod and a free bottle of juice, and that's all we get for the time we spend.
Except for me, Mark pays me to be on his show.
Yeah, $200. I mean,
Or 400. You owe me for 2 shows.
Oh yeah, forget it. You were on 2 shows, son of a bitch.
That's funny. I never got paid. I got asked to put my ass against the glory hole. What the fuck? That's what Mark said.
But every time I hear that comment come out of someone's mouth about, oh, they're probably paying him, or, oh, he's getting a kickback, it's like I want to just reach through the screen and choke them. And I'm like, I told the guy, I'm like, you know what? If I'm getting paid to do reviews, I will be the first one to let you know, because I won't have any shame in that. I won't have no shame if a company paid me money to do a review for them. I don't care. I'll tell someone, but yeah, Reviewers don't make a fucking dime off anything.
Yeah, and the problem with us even talking about this is that there's people watching right now, and I get that you don't understand what it's like, and I get that we sound like fucking assholes when we talk about I don't care about getting more free stuff. I don't care about like this device and all the other devices is just metal taking up space in my basement. You know what I mean? Like people don't get that, and I don't expect you to, but at the same time, you can't pay me and motivate me by giving me a free mod. A lot of times, lately, I've been wanting to buy my own stuff so I can review it at my own time and my own schedule and take my time with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, I totally agree.
Like,
Totally agree.
I make a living totally separate from YouTube, and I can afford to buy myself the mods I want to review. I would say maybe 10% of the mods I review I want, and the other 90% are good quality, but I wouldn't buy them because I already have the mods I want. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So
there's a lot of gear that there's a lot of gear I get from like China, especially that I'm not really interested in, and when I review it, it's kind of like I have really no desire to review it because I really don't enjoy it, like a certain mod or something. And if I don't enjoy using it, I really don't enjoy reviewing it. That's why it's more fun to review things that normally you purchase because you're gonna buy the shit you like. But yeah, it's not all fun and games and free stuff. Trust me.
Right. And even if like we monetize our videos, and even if like it depends on the month, but on average, like I'm at like 250,000 or 300,000 views, and that might be $1 for every 1,000 views. So add that up. That's like $300 a month, right? $300 a month, and I work 6 days a week, 8 hours a day on this. You do the math. Can I live on that money? Hell fucking no. I can't even buy pizza for my family twice a week on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's definitely not for the money. I guess if you're younger, maybe being a celebrity of some sort in a small pond of fucking people of other vapors might be appealing, but to me, I'm like a loner and I'm like a hobbit in a hole, so I don't care about that at all. I don't know.
Anyway. I prefer doing reviews, and I prefer being on YouTube because I'm not really a people person. I don't like the whole person to person thing, meeting someone in person. I prefer to talk to people like over the phone or over the internet. I'm more open with myself. When it comes to like going to vape meets and shit, I'm not all talkative and whatnot. So I just enjoy talking to people and helping people over a computer screen as opposed to in person.
Yeah, we see how open you are.
Yeah, I get pretty open.
Yeah, you get open as fuck on camera.
Joking.
You know what you should do? You should get like the frame of a TV and just carry it in front of you when you walk into a vape shop and be like, hey, I'm Mark,
It might work.
Yeah. Be like, I'm going to set up in the bathroom with a camera, and then you put it on the TV out here in the waiting room area, and you can send people in one by one into the bathroom. Classy. That's how you do vape meets. I'm going to be judging from the shitter.
But I'm the same way, though. When I'm out, I'm very quiet. I'm not like social.
Yeah.
But,
that's exactly how I am, too.
Yeah.
So that's like one of the that's one of the reasons I got into reviewing it, because I'm more open over a camera, and like everyone else, when you first start reviewing, you get excited about all the new gear that you get, but then as you slowly realize, like, holy shit, this gets stressful. The more popular you become, the more stressful it gets.
Mm-hmm.
I think you get to a point, Mark, and I've got to be honest, I'm kind of there. And this is the trap that we set ourselves up for. You get to a point where it's almost like an addiction or an ambition, because there's a fine line between the two, where your goal is numbers and you're trying to grow and you're trying to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And you put so much fucking energy into it and so much effort, and you're proud of the result, and you're getting feedback, and it feels really good. It's like a high, right? But then with that comes the responsibility part, and that's the not so fun part. The late nights, the lack, having to, like, my mom just texted me before the show tonight, and she was like, "Want to come over for a family dinner?" And it's like I'm looking at my schedule, like, oh, what's that day? What do I have to do? What you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the toll it takes on your family time and your free time is kind of tough, but I think you hit a point, and I think I'm hit there right now, where you start being a little bit of a dickhead to like the companies and stuff, because you need to like fight for your own voice and your own time. You know what I mean? Because people want you because you're going to make them money. You know what I mean? You're the cheap, free asshole advertising for every company out there. So
totally agree. I noticed like the way I talk with companies now is much more different. Like I'm not like stuck up or stuck on myself, but now I'm just a little bit more. I don't want to say picky because that sounds like the wrong word, but like back in when I first started, someone would email me and say, "Hey, can you review this?" I would just think nothing of it. Like, yeah, sure, send it. Now I'm just like, I ask 20 questions about it first, and I lay down the rules beforehand and everything else. I kind of cover myself before anything, and so that way it's not as stressful because it's just it gets stressful.
That's what I started doing.
Yeah.
And I hate when companies promote something. Like, I'll give you guys an example. I did a review video, whatever you want to call it, for this tank called the Playboy tank. So I got contacted by this company right here. It's called Episol or S-Pole tank. S-Pole or whatever it is. And I got it in. I open it up. And I'm like, oh shit, this tank looks familiar. It's the Playboy tank without the Playboy on it. And they just renamed it.
So what does that mean? Where are you going with this, Mike?
Huh?
What are you going with this? Are you not going to review it?
With China, I've changed that. Now I'm more stricter with them, what Mark was saying.
Yeah.
I had promised them I'd do a review for this. I get the tank and I see it. I'm like, wait a minute, I just did the video for this under a different name. So I ended up contacting them. I'm not going to review this.
Right.
And I'm just going to give those tanks away on the giveaway.
I got this today, and I'm pretty sure you guys know what tank this is. It's just under a different name. It's the fucking the Rage.
The
tank.
Rage, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a company trying to get me to do a review, and the price was like $45 for this like mouth to lung tank, right? And I looked at it and I'm like, that looks damn familiar. And that was a product I reviewed like 8 months ago, right? And the name was different though, so I think these companies sell off the designs, or it's the same factory with just a different box or whatever. And I told the guy, I'm like, dude, in your advertising it says original, authentic, it does this great, and I'm like, I already fucking reviewed it. And then he questioned me and said that I was wrong. So I sent him a link to my review and took pictures of the device, and he's like, oh, well, they never told me that they released it before. These U.S. companies, a lot of them, man, they buy these tanks by the boatload, and then they start a web page and a company, and they try to trick people into paying premium for a subpar product. It happens all the time. I will not review those products, by the way.
And they'll try to trick the reviewer and pretending they don't know what's going on when they're just trying to find a dumbass out there who will review it and promote it for them.
Yep.
I've learned.
I think a lot of reviewers, and I don't blame them, got tricked on that. What was that one tank from fucking with the green O-rings that was like the Kangaroo Tech product?
Oh, going to that. That was a Subverter Mini?
No, not the Subverter.
That's the one with the green O-rings.
No, that wasn't this.
That was a Smoke Me tank from Smoke Me?
No, not that one.
There was another one, yeah.
No, there was one that was like an exact clone of the Kangaroo Subtank Mini, but
yeah,
it had
that's
green.
the one. It was a Subtank Mini with the Atlantis coils.
No, it had.
No?
No. It wasn't the Subverter. The Subverter was different in its own way with the coils and shit.
Yeah, the Subverter Mini was the tank was the Subtank Mini, and the base was the Atlantis base with the Atlantis coils.
No, this was the one that came with an RBA base. It came with an RBA base that had the updated V2 RBA base for like the Kangaroo Subtank Mini. Anyway, it was like $65. And they were trying to justify the price for it or something. I don't know. Anyway, it pissed me off because it was bullshit. You know what I mean? So.
You should send. Oh, never mind.
By the way,
that Subverter Mini, the one with the green O-rings.
Yeah.
That same company, that Smoke Bee company, the coils are the exact same ones. It's the exact same company for the Playboy tank and for this tank that I just showed you guys. So it's the same. Basically, the drip tip had that monstrous drip tip. It's the same drip tip that was on the Subverter Mini. Now it's on the Playboy and on that other tank, and they all got the same exact coils.
Yeah, wasn't it the Vaporfly Volt?
Yeah, I think it was the Vaporfly that he just said it in chat. Yeah.
Yeah, that was it.
Vaporfly sounds familiar. Yeah.
Oh, the Vaporfly Volt. They actually got that from Kanger. Those are Kanger tanks.
I don't disagree.
Yeah.
But it was an overpriced robbery.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah. Exactly.
And now, by the way, if companies can do and charge and say whatever the fuck they want, and it's up to the consumers to have their due diligence to find out about it and educate themselves, because there's an idiot. I mean, there's car dealerships around my house every week that if you walk into the parking lot, they'll have like a DJ going and they'll say, first person to come up to this booth with a credit card, gets a free T-shirt. And people are like, free shirt? You know what I mean? Like, as if that company really wants to give a free shirt. It's not about the free shirt. It's to see if you have enough credit to have a credit card. You know what I mean? To sell you a 16% interest rate on a fucking 8-year loan on a 2002 Neon with 180,000 miles, and you could pay $120 per month for 10 years. Yeah,
like we were saying earlier, like I learned that when I did that review on that boost box. After the video, I learned that it was an iJoy product that they just sold to this company and just put their name on it. And it's like, they don't tell you that. And it's like, I don't have the time to research all these products that come out of China to find out what other companies rebranded it. And you find out after you do the review, like, oh, hey, that's an iJoy product, and you can get it for only $39. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? It's like.
And who the hell is iJoy to begin with? I mean, I'm not from China. I don't know. iJoy could be Kanger for all I know.
Yeah.
Well, all these companies are all from one company. There's there might be like 5 big companies, and they own all these other little companies.
And you know who the owner of them all is?
Just
Mikey motherfucking Vapes.
Yeah. Just like Smoke and Cooper is the same thing.
Yeah. If I didn't hear that from somebody else, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have known that, because I go online, I do a little bit of research on the product, like when it comes to the specs, and that's all I do. I don't search through forums and find out backgrounds on the companies and shit. So I wouldn't have known that Cooper was Smoke until when I was watching reviews and talking to people. They said, "Oh yeah, it's Smoke." I wouldn't know that. Infinite and Sparkle are the same and shit like that. I
actually realized that when I got the package, it was 2 separate packages. One was the Smoke TFV4, and the other one was the Cooper. I'm looking at the boxes, and both had the same address. I was like, look at this shit. Same company owns both these companies.
Yeah, that's
how I realized.
That's fucking crazy. It's crazy.
I think it's Chris from Indoor Smokers that's running every one of these companies.
He's moving apparently. He's got a mice problem.
Yeah, don't we all?
Where, in the studio?
He did a video. I guess they tore down a house next to him.
Yeah.
I think it was a meth lab or something. And now all the mice are coming out of the house into his house, so he's moving. That's what he said in his video.
Oh, shit.
And he showed a video of the house being tore down.
Mark, when you were watching that video, weren't you like, there's something wrong here about how close he is to this fucking front-end loader that's ripping this house to pieces, that there could be particles flying through the air stabbing him, and he's right next, literally, the loader's this far from his face. Where does he live? And it's his buddy Bill that's in the loader. They don't even have a license to drive it.
Sitting there smoking a bong. I'm tearing it down, man.
He's like, epic fucking herb reviews. I notice a lot of people, the more you get into YouTube, the more you realize that people branch off and have all these different sub-channels and different interests and things like that. Mike has an underwear modeling channel.
I've seen that.
Yep. So if you guys want to check that out.
I couldn't even imagine myself trying to do another channel. Holy shit, I would go fucking crazy.
You're a lightweight.
Damn.
Link to the channel is in the description below.
It's called Pack and Heat.
Pack and Heat.
Oh, man.
My DNA 500 mod.
Before I forget, there's 2 things I want. Number 1, I want Mike to hit that 200 watts.
He was hitting it at 400 watts yesterday.
I was doing 400 watt hits yesterday. Not
I want a
today.
200 watt up the nose then.
Dude, I couldn't fall asleep. I was so fucking nicked out. We were on Fresh Show for like 3 hours last. That wasn't even a vape show. We were just talking. I think it was the whole show was about dicks.
Yeah, it was like a dick show.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Damn.
fucking firecrackers.
It is. Maybe we'll get a little fresh juice in there. I gotta put some new cotton in this bad boy. So, we're gonna talk about DNA 200 at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have one thing. While you're dripping, can I give a shout out real quick?
Yeah.
Please, Daddy.
What do you mean?
Daddy.
You want to do a shout out?
I do.
Yeah, go ahead. Talk. I'm not.
No, I want Mike Vapes to shout me out on Mike Vapes' show.
Oh, I did. My last video.
Yeah. Okay. So I got.
actually shouted you out, BK, Fresh Show 3, and Dirty in that show. And
I give shout outs to Mike Vapes all the time on my channel. Okay, guys, this is serious. Dead serious.
Oh shit.
I think Mark too.
I really do love advocacy, and as much as I like to joke around and talk shit, I'm very, very serious and passionate, and I will fight for vaping rights. So I was contacted by a gentleman from India, and we are, and Mark, you know this, Mike, you know this, there's a huge global community of people that were suffering from smoking. And there's so many governments and so much money to be lost and so many powerful people that are pushing against vapors' rights that we have to work together not only for CASAA and for the United States, but if there's any way I can support other countries, and some of them are a few years behind the United States in terms of forming these coalitions to fight for their own rights. So I'm going to give a shout out. The gentleman's name was Vikesh Ludwani, Ludhwani, and he just opened up a website. It's tfaai.org. tfaai.org. And if you're watching this, please write it down and support. Share your story. It's sort of like CASAA, but it's for India. It stands for Tobacco Free Alternative Association of India. Okay, they need all the support they can get. There's a fight coming, and we all have to work together as a team worldwide, globally, because a suffering smoker is a suffering smoker, and I don't care where you're from. So that's all. Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
All right.
And also, if you want to make me some authentic Indian food, I fucking love it.
He does.
I really do.
Isn't Indian food real spicy?
Yeah, I love spicy. Lots of chilies and oh man, it's delish. Except it makes you swell. I mean, it makes you smell different. But I stink to begin with, so.
I sweat just sitting here fucking vaping.
I sweat thinking about sweating.
I sweat with my vapes at 200 watts.
Yeah, baby. We're gonna hit that shit at 200. Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. God damn, that's a lot of vapor for a quick. That was like a 1.5 second fucking pull.
You want to do a longer pull?
I want you to pull it long.
Hold on.
Pull it slowly.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna pull it right
Slow.
now. Check. Nice. So, Brian, I don't know if you are aware yet. I don't think I've talked to you about it. I don't know if you've heard about it, but you could change your settings on the DNA 200 for your battery. All the batteries come at 9, watt hours set.
Okay.
So there's a way to, it's like, for example, the E-cig is actually 14.34 or 43, something like that, watt hours. So it's actually 5 watt hours under what it's supposed to be, lower. So by setting the right watt hours to the device, you're going to get better battery life.
Do you want me to do it right here and do a screen share with everybody watching?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
me
do
and
a
Mike did it the
That's
other
what I
day.
wanted to do, is a demonstration for people to see that and how it's
All
done.
right. Oh,
And I'll guide
hold
you.
on, yeah, guide me. Guide it in, nice and slow.
You got it.
I'll be right back.
Unless you want me to do it. Okay.
Yeah, I did. When me and you did it the other day,
Mhm.
I took note on my my G or what is this fucking thing? The VT200.
Yeah.
And let's see, at 3:28 p.m. I started on a full charge at 60 watts, and then at midnight that same night I was little under half a battery life. So the battery life didn't seem to improve.
Yeah. You know that instead of calculating it yourself, there's a little calculator on right under where you
Yeah.
set the wattage. So you just click on that button, and you put in your milliamp hours of your battery,
It does it for you.
and it does it for you.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Alrighty. So let me go to screen share, and let's go to.
And keep in mind, anyone, if you do this, make sure you know what you're doing, because if you don't, you'll fuck up your mod
If
Yes.
you do this, do it.
at your own risk.
Yes. Oh, no, that's meatspin.com. Sorry.
Did you say vapeporn.com?
All right, can you guys see my screen?
I see me.
I see you. No, can you see my desktop here with TVC there? All right. So let me go to eScribe, which is right here. Oh, it opens you up eScribe software. Yeah, this computer's so slow, man.
Holy shit, is it still loading eScribe?
Mark, shut up. Don't judge me.
You might want to present yourself or click on your picture, so that way when we talk, we don't flip around.
So it shuts you up.
Exactly.
Yes, Mark, that did take that long for fucking.
Holy shit.
I told you this shit was slow. If anyone wonders why my shit lags when I'm broadcasting, this is the reason. This computer's got to go this week. Promise you. Okay, so let me shut Mark up and click on my little picture here. Okay, Mark, talk now.
I'll let Mike take it away.
Okay, no, you still gotta click on your own picture, I think.
I already did. What the
Okay, you're
fuck?
all set.
Okay, thank you, Mike. Mike Vapes, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so we're here. We are in. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. There we are. Okay, we're here, Mike.
All right, plug in your device.
I already did.
Okay, click on mod.
Mod.
Okay, do you see where it says 9 under lithium polymer?
Yep.
Okay, right under the 9, what does it say?
Watt hour calculator.
Click on that. Press yes. Okay, now put in the battery mod. So what battery is this? 8 cigar?
Yeah, HDR 1300, right?
1300. Type in.
So it's almost half.
Yep, so it's set at whatever it was preset. That's it. Press OK.
Is the voltage? Yeah, 11.1.
Yep.
And then it
Now, what
says
does
your
it say?
battery has a capacity of 14.43 watt hours. Use this value?
Yes.
Yes.
Now you've saved. Now it's there. Now you upload it to your device, and you're all set.
So basically, Mikey Vapes, every time you get a new device, the evolved. This is kind of crazy. These manufacturers, before they ship these devices, they should do this for that specific battery that they're using in the factory before they do that, before they ship it out.
This is an issue that I have because a lot of people want to buy this device, and
Don't have a computer.
exactly. And what happens is the device itself is preset at 9 watt hours, and also it's already preset at maximum you could do is 100 watts. So you're buying a 200 watt device, and if you don't have a computer, you can't do more than 100 watts with it. And also the temp, when you're in temp control, it's set at 200 watts for that split second, which is too much, as you know about that, Brian.
Well, now, I think, who was it first said? I think it was Daniel told me that now there's DNA 200 mods coming out that have presets already kind of built in, and you can't actually go into the eval soft. I mean, you can, but if you go into eScribe and mess with settings, it'll void your warranty.
That's some bullshit.
I don't know.
Let me. Let me disconnect and then I'll stop screen sharing so you guys can see something other than my screen right here. Disconnect. And yeah, all right. Stop sharing. Are we back? We are back. Hello. Hello. Yeah, so the DNA 200s, thanks for helping me update that, by the way, Mike.
You're welcome.
And I hope you guys got something out of that. One of the other bullshit things, and I got kind of tired, and I understand that companies make mistakes and they have revisions and they're only human too. This Vapor Shark with this stupid peeling going on here, the DNA 200.
Yep.
And you could say, oh, you get your shit for free. No, I bought this out of my pocket, $200 fucking dollars. And somebody said, well, Vapor Shark said that there was like the first batch didn't have this coating from the manufacturer, blah, blah, blah. Well, guess what? They never contacted me, and not everybody in the world that buys a Vapor Shark DNA 200 is going to be on YouTube watching videos and reviews. They're just going to buy a device and enjoy it. So they need to reach out to me and make it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's what I like with Beyond Vape, with the silo tank. Remember that mistake they made with the O-ring on the top fill? They actually contacted whoever bought it.
Yeah. And Coilmaster did the same thing with the 521.
Yeah.
Everyone got emails in regards to the problem it had, and they shipped out. Well, they supposedly shipped out new ones to everyone that bought one and had the issue, without even having to contact them.
Yeah. So Vapor Shark should have contacted whoever bought from the first batch.
No doubt. And you make it right. Like
I would have. Right?
Huh?
You're gonna send it in, right?
Yeah, but I'm waiting. What I'm doing is before I make a video on how upset I am that it's peeling, because I don't want to throw them under the bus if they make it right. I'm giving them an opportunity to reach out to me first.
Oh, good luck.
You know what? And then it's their bad.
Yeah.
I run a business every day, and if a customer comes in, they will be happy. Period. I will take a huge loss to keep my reputation, because the truth is most people are good and they're not going to take advantage of somebody that's an honest, good businessman. And the 5% that are jackasses that will take advantage, you just eat it. You make a little bit less money, but you keep your integrity and you take care of people. So I'm a bad businessman, by the way. I really am. I always say it's not good.
Or at least you admit it.
Yeah. I'm not the best. I'm too, I don't know, thoughtful, I guess, or whatever.
You're too caring.
I'm too goddamn caring, Mark. I want to care for your sack.
Go ahead.
Yes.
Wash it while you're down there.
I just want to let everybody watching know that we have 6 minutes remaining.
I'm gonna do a giveaway.
I want you to do a giveaway, Mikey Vapes.
So what I'm giving away is I'm giving away one Cooper Mini in the chat. I'm giving away one Cooper Mini to people that watch that haven't seen the live show. So basically it'll be in the comments below after when the video is not live. You comment there, and you get a chance to win. So that gives a chance to everybody for the whole week. And next week I'll announce the winner for the Cooper Mini. And also, I'm also going to pick out a winner, not in the chat, but for the whole week. They're going to get a free Mike Vapes t-shirt sent to them, too.
I want to get in on that giveaway.
Yes. So you have to comment in the comments below, but after the live show. So the way we're going to do this giveaway for the chat. What device am I holding in my hand right now? And it is a device that I mentioned in the buffet. Go.
Touch it. Oh, yeah. Keep touching it.
Oh, fuck, Mark, yes.
Just wait for the delay to pick up.
Yep.
Then it'll start going crazy.
Now.
I only last 2 minutes. Hopefully the delay's not that long.
It's going to fucking explode now.
Boxer, what else? VT 200, Boxer, Signature Mod, Boxer.
B. Moraski. I think his name is Brian. He's the winner.
Congratulations.
Lava Box.
Motherfucking yeah. Well, that deserves
Applause.
no. I want Mike to sing applause
Yeah.
from fucking Lady Gaga. No, from Lady Gaga.
So contact me through the messages or on Facebook, and I'll need your address. So yeah, we're gonna let the other giveaway for the other Cooper Mini and a T-shirt run for the whole week. And next week, live on the Vape team, I will announce the 2 winners for those 2 items. Grazie.
So
Well, now we're just.
I'm coming
we're
off
gonna-
the line of Vape and Fagan cum rags, just so everyone knows.
Oh, and I don't want to forget something too. I know I mentioned it yesterday, but now it's official. Congratulations to Mark. He's at 30,000 subscribers.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Did you hit your 20 yet or no?
No, almost. Another
Almost?
like 400, I think. It's 300.
You're almost there. Almost.
You know, one thing that happens the more you do vape reviews with and you meet friends and stuff, you really start to appreciate. Like, I know for a fact I'm down here busting my ass. I know that Mike and Mark are also doing it, so there's like a camaraderie that forms around the hardship of doing it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yep.
Mark's like, fuck that. I'm usually on the golf course.
Yeah.
I'm on a G spot all the time.
Yeah, that's
I got my clone. My
My other
clone
time.
was filming the videos. I'm on a G spot all the time.
I wish I had a clone.
So, Mark, what do you get for 30,000 subscribers?
Not a fucking thing.
I
There's
think
no,
they
like,
spent something at what is it?
100,000.
It's 100, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you get like a gold star, I think, or some shit.
And what is it? When you hit 1 million, they give you the platinum one or something?
No, there's a gold play button. You get the little play button.
It's all you get. That is
For
a crock of
100,000.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get that. Then I'm going to retire from videos.
Well, remember, like Looney, some people are saying, how are you guys only at 20 or 30,000? Well, I started my channel September 27th last year, in September. So, and Mark's been around for a little bit longer than that, and Mike started after me.
November, I think.
Yeah, November.
Towards around Thanksgiving time, I think it was.
A lot of these guys with 100 and something thousand subscribers have been around for a few years.
Yeah.
You know.
Like
Also,
Grim
if you think
09.
you're going to get subscribers, you don't want to do sub for sub. Like, if anybody ever messages me and says, hey, if you sub me, I'll sub you back, I fucking delete that person from ever commenting on my videos.
I hate when they do that. Oh,
Yeah, I get that all the time.
And also, if you have a giveaway or you're doing a video and you come into my channel and type in my fucking video that you're doing something on your channel and you put a link, you're fucking out forever.
I love when
Okay.
they do that.
Now, with that said, there's a lot of reviewers out there that I've built relationships with that private message me, and I care about them doing well. So I'll give a little bit of a shout out if you guys don't mind. Hey, Eric, awesome juice reviews. You've been doing an awesome job. You've been watching Mike and I think Mark for a while now. Good, positive, solid dude, and your video skill is awesome for how new you are. So I got to give you mad props. KJ Andy, awesome job. You're another positive dude that's doing a great job. So I'd like to give a shout out to you. And there's a whole ton more, but those are the 2 that I promised myself that I would shout out, and I'll shout more of you out in the future because I love you. There's so many good people. So, yeah.
Cool.
Oh, look at that. It's 11 o'clock. We're done. I'd like to thank everybody for watching this 28th episode of the Vape Team. I always want to say the Vapor Chronicles because I'm so used to talking shit on my channel. Mark, are you smoking a bong over there? What are you doing?
Oh, this is the was it Lighten Up or something? The red fucking fishbone.
Oh, nice. I thought you were right. Like, when you sit back and you mute, I think you're, like, talking shit to yourself. You're like, that fucking
Oh, no.
Vapor Chronicles, he could suck a fucking dick.
I don't want to be that guy that's like.
Yeah, like that,
when you
that
were on
TVC guy, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, classic.
Classic. Alrighty.
You made them change the rules after that.
So if anybody ever wants to see me in the fetal position, you can ask my wife, and she'll walk you a play-by-play of how I was after that show. Talk about taking yourself too seriously. Wow. Anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate you all. Love you all. It's great to be back from vacation. I'm re-energized, and I feel I don't know. I feel a zest for life. I just gotta say that. And Mike, it's always good to have you here, bro. Mark, you are such a champ. You're a stallion of the vape game. And thanks for coming on again and filling in for Baracus.
You guys are two beautiful motherfuckers.
Thanks,
and
Mark.
I love your show.
Yeah.
All right. Say goodbyes then.
Shout out to BK, my man. Feel better?
Is he sick or hungover?
Sunset or retractable awning, baby, baby.
Man.
Hashtag real shit.
Let's all double hit that shit together.
I'm gonna quad hit that shit.
I'll try
400 watt hit.
it.
Hold on.
Well, I'll try to trifecta it. Let's see here.
Shit's about to get as dry as when I try to turn on women in here.
So you're gonna hit that shit?
Quad.
Quad hit that shit.
Yeah.
Good luck getting that straw in there.
Oh man, that's hot.
Yeah.
It didn't turn out right. Oh.
Sounds so much better in our heads, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Hold on, let's start this over again. We're not going to end the show. I haven't even finished a whole cup of coffee yet. We're going over. Fuck it.
Oh, overtime. Look at that. Whoever left, you're missing out.
The big German just won't fit.
For those that said I can't party. You guys want to hear a sad story? I'm about to expose myself a little bit. So, I was in a long-term relationship with a girl for a few years, and it was one of those things that I thought she was pregnant one time, and I started hyperventilating. I knew I needed to get out, but I couldn't leave. You know, one of those type of scenarios. So finally, the relationship ended, and this is before my wife and I got together. So my stupid-ass stepbrother and I decided to go to Atlantic City for a night of drinking and partying and...
Hookers?
Well, this is where we're going with this, Mark. So, in my head, it always sounds like a great idea, and I could be a bad guy and live crazy because I've been trapped in this relationship for years. So I think I was like 24 at the time, maybe, or 23 or something like that. And we decided we were going to get hookers. So we pull up, and I had an Evo 8 at the time, and I pull up in my Evo, and I roll my window down, and I go to these two girls that were fucking, they had stilettos and shit, you know, and I'm like, hey, you girls want to party? And they looked at me and they go, we don't party. So I got I have like insecurity issues of getting rejected because I get rejected by even hookers. Who gets rejected by fucking hookers?
Hashtag dry hit that shit does.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I got no game.
That is pretty bad.
Hashtag don't expose yourself. I'm the kind of guy that feels like I'm in the tree of safety, and I say something, and all of a sudden the whole room clears out, and I'm by myself with my feelings. Yeah. So, Mike, why don't you expose yourself now? Now that we're in the tree of safety.
Pimp slap hookers. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mike's like, hashtag never been turned down by a hooker.
Never been with one, actually.
I know, he's like, hashtag bitches by the boatload.
Now, I used to be a male prostitute back in the days. No? Okay.
I prostitute myself to old rich men. I know where the money's at, so.
I like big Germans and black dinghies.
Yeah, exactly.
Sal Rosenberg that likes to go to the deli on Friday afternoons, and Mark beats him.
I like black dinghies, and I cannot lie. Is that how it goes?
There you go.
I don't think it's dinghies, Mike.
Oh, you don't know the inside joke with Black Dinghy.
What am I on the outside? What the fuck is going on? I'm going for 5 days, and I'm on the outside of jokes now?
Yeah, Black Dinghies RDA made by Flawless that Mark reviewed and I reviewed, and yeah, it's the Black Dinghy.
Oh, so now I'm the guy that Well, fucking, it's time for me to go in the corner and go on my fucking
See what
chat.
happens when you go on vacation for a week?
Yeah.
You just gotta,
See what happens when you go away?
Hashtag resentments.
you got a whole week to catch up on.
Ooh, somebody got a message.
A week in the vaping industry is like a year in real life.
Yo, it really is.
You said you were a hooker with a straight face, laughing my ass off. Shane Preston, shout out to you. He's a guy from the Vape Swag, where you get our T-shirts, my T-shirt, Mark's T-shirt from there, Billy's
Cool
T-shirt.
guy.
You're out of the loop on this one too. Soon to be BK's T-shirt. But you could get Brian's T-shirts at thevaporchronicles.com.
Handmade by Brian himself.
Yes.
Care and love.
Yes, I whittle them with my own fingers.
Every T-shirt has a little touch of Brian on it.
Brian
Yes.
wears them while he has sex before he ships them out.
Those T-shirts are covered in my DNA. Oh man. So we're just gonna cricket this shit, and I'm letting this run. I'm not gonna be the one to bail tonight. I'm gonna see if you guys can hang.
Oh, we did 3 hours last night on Freshes.
Hell yeah, I'm surprised that shit.
Well, then it looks like we're gonna have to go longer than 4 then.
that was a really, really dirty show.
Yes, it was.
Let's talk. You know what? The reason why I'm doing this is I'm trying to show how once the hour limit is passed, you realize that I've already dropped my load of information, and it just becomes cricket fest after that. So,
Yeah, it does.
Mike,
I
what do
always
you
try
think
to-
of this lava box?
Me and Mark. You say Mark?
Mike.
I like it. Battery is a little too the 900 milliamp hour. It's, the wattage I'm vaping at, it doesn't last. If you're gonna take it out as your mod to be out during the day, and you don't have a charger with you to charge, and it's your only device, your battery's gonna go dead on you. You might not make it home to charge it. So you need to carry a secondary device with this one. Now with the E-cigar, it could get you through the whole day because it's a bigger battery. You know. But with the lava box, you could charge it quicker. I've done 2 tests on charging. I drained this thing down completely, and it took me 2 hours and 15 minutes to charge it. So pretty good. The zip charger.
Yeah, the zip charger is awesome. Do you notice how when the battery gets like past a certain, what is that, like the battery gets down past half, it all of a sudden it'll start sending that signal like if you're at like 80 or 90 watts, it doesn't let you
Weak
vape
battery.
anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll say weak battery, and then I'll drop the wattage and vape. Then I'll say weak battery. I keep on dropping it. So I had dropped it down, and then I switched the tank. And I was actually vaping at 30 watts on it until it was saying weak battery at 30, and then I threw it on a charger. So I wanted to drain it down, and it took 2 hours and 15 minutes to 2.5 hours, somewhere around there it was. But yeah, it's if you're vaping at a higher wattage, then you're even more screwed because you're not going to even last a few hours. That's it. You know. You need to have a secondary device with you if you're out and you have the DNA.
Yeah, I love the VT200. If it wasn't for these little chromy looking lines right here, this would be like probably one of my favorite devices.
I love the chromy lines.
Do you like those? I don't like the way they feel. They just
It does
I don't like
match.
them.
It does nice matchies.
Yeah, it just I don't know. It feels funky. Like I don't know. I don't like the way it feels in my fingers.
Yeah, it has a little weird feeling. It's only if you rub it one way. If you rub it
Yeah.
the opposite way, it
Yeah, I
like
noticed that.
catches your finger, right?
That is kind of weird.
But I like it.
It probably feels the most solid out of all of them.
Yeah.
And it
Well,
doesn't
in your
feel
hand
overly
feel?
heavy.
In your hand field, the lava box feels awesome in the hand.
Yeah, I agree.
I love vaping it. I just wish
It's like a big girthy, you know.
I wish it was this size with a 1300 battery. I'd be so happy. But
Yeah,
that
it feels like they went a little wide for how small the battery is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Imagine a dual 18650 version of this with a little bottom that popped open.
That'd be sweet.
Or a 26650.
Now
Yeah,
this
the,
is sexy as fuck.
the,
The signature mod.
does it open up?
Yeah.
The battery door?
Spread it.
Spread that bitch
Oh,
open.
you could see the chip in there, and the reason they did that is because if they would have made it where you can't see the chip, the device would be much thicker.
God damn, that thing's quality as fuck looking, right?
Hell yeah, it is.
You don't know. It's the quality
That is
on
nice.
this build quality is amazing. And the funny thing is that up until today, I had it in my hands, and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. And it's only like $210, I was saying to myself. And I was on their site, and my wife's like, Mike, that's not euros, right? And I'm like, what? I'm like, oh shit, I forgot. The UK doesn't do euros; they do pounds. What's their currency called? Is it pounds or there's another name? Is it liters or something?
Shit, I have no idea.
Yeah. So anyway, I did a Google search and I did the transfer, and actually, what it comes out to is $325 for this device.
Yikes.
And I was like, ouch. But yeah, this is for the person that's got money to spend and wants something.
Did you buy that yourself, Mike?
They sent this to me.
How did you?
That's how I didn't know. That's how I didn't know the price.
How did you get to know them?
What's that?
Did they reach out to you to do the review? They contacted you?
They break it up.
They contacted you?
Yes, they contacted me. Actually, they found me through Instagram.
Mark's back. Hi, Mark.
That was weird. It's just like,
Yeah, everything went scrambly for a second. I couldn't even hear what Brian was saying. Yeah, they contacted me through Instagram.
It's gorgeous looking, man.
Quality. Not only that, they make the tanks. The drip tips are just amazing. Let me just pull one out here to show you guys
Pull one out.
on how they sell their drip tips. They sent me 3 of these drip tips and a whole bunch of what I like to call them is sleeves. Hold up 1 second. One is stainless, the other one's copper, and the other one's brass. So what it is this is the drip tip right here.
oh, that's nice.
So this one is their brass drip tip. So what they sell is this red piece slides right off. Oh. So now, instead of buying another drip tip, you just buy these pieces. And I can
That's
slip
like the 528 Customs has the same thing. This little thing slides off, and you can put a black on or a
Okay,
red
so
on.
same thing as that. All right. Yeah. So now I just made that drip tip into this color.
That's a nice. That would look good on your other green mod.
Yeah, they sent me a bunch of these, bunch of drip tips. When I do the video, I'm gonna show all the stuff that they sent me. I was shocked.
What is it, like a plastic mic, the drip tip?
It's it's a plastic, but I'm not sure what type. Which I got to get info on it because the feeling of it. It is a plastic, but I'm not sure what type of plastic. There's a certain type. It's got a nice feel to it.
I do got a question for you, Brian. What did you end up doing with this?
Well,
Or do you want to say?
No, I'll say. I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm an open book to you, Mark.
Well, that's lovely.
Yeah,
Before you answer that, what are you guys talking about?
we're talking about the rail box.
Okay, go ahead.
Did he send his back, or like I
No.
told him I was going to send it back, but I haven't sent it yet.
I didn't tell him I was going to send it back. What I did was I told him that he needed to send me the shipping box for me to send it back, because I'm not going to the post office and sending something back and writing up all the slips and everything and using my account and then having him pay me back and all that. Fuck that.
Well, he told me, he's like, oh, you can just use my FedEx account, blah 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 blah.
I said no.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, this is just like too much shit I have to do.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you just send me the revised one or whatever, and then with that include a return shipping box? I could throw this one in there and just drop it off and be done with it.
Yeah, like the fact that I'm even having to deal with this, you get one shot because I got so much shit backed up.
Yeah.
But it's just that this is such an expensive device that it makes it hard.
Yeah, I don't know if he thinks I'm gonna rip him off or something. I'm like, dude, I'll send your device back. I mean, technically it's an overpriced It's not a piece of shit. It's a not real nice device, but the chip they're using in it is just it's outdated for the price tag.
No doubt.
But I'm like, just send me the revised one, put a shipping box in there. I'll pop it in, pack it, drop it off. And that way I ain't got to fill out all those forms. I'm done. Yeah, the rail box.
What did you guys think of the size? The iSub Apex.
It's got good flavor, but I think it has too much going on with it. And the fact that I can't completely take it apart, I really don't like that. So I'm not really a big fan of it personally.
Yeah. It's a shame too because like this window that gets fogged up in like a day.
Yeah.
You can't even see the juice level because it's that condensation in there. It's a shame because the airflow is so quiet and so smooth.
Yeah.
But also, what the hell were they talking about in the email I got originally from George? I think he said something about mouth to lunging. This is not a mouth to lung tank.
No, even the 2-ohm coil. I tried to do it in a video, and I was like, okay, you can't.
I can close it off all the way closed, and I can't mouth to lung it.
Yeah, you could actually vape it with the airflow closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they kind of missed the boat. I don't know. Something's up. Those 2-ohm coils actually produce a very vaporful and flavorful, cool vape, like you said, Mike. Mike and I talked, and we were talking the other night when I got back from my trip. And he was giving me the rundown because I hadn't opened up the packages yet. And he said it's a really good, cool vape if you like cool vapes.
There's a lot of people that actually prefer a cool vape, and that would be good for them because you only get to use 15 watts on it. And you get a cool vape, and you can blow clouds.
You can blow real clouds with 15 watts, yes.
So
I think this is the one. Hold on. I have that at 18 watts, even though they said 16.
Yeah.
It is the max. 18 still doesn't dry hit. But
Yeah,
let me take a vape of this.
I think it was 18 I had it at, too. Because I think the max is 20. I had it at 18.
So this is 18, and this is a 2-ohm resistance coil. Hold on. But that's a nice, flavorful, cloudy vape, and you're going to actually not drain your battery or your juice that fast either.
You know what it feels like? It feels like you're using the DNA 40 at 420 degrees.
Yeah.
Like a temp control. That's what it feels like. You like that
Yep.
cool.
That's like the problem I have though, when it comes to reviewing certain items. It's like, how do you go about reviewing something that you know is a decent device or a decent atomizer, but personally you don't like it? You just don't review it, or do you review it? And that's the problem I have with a lot of things.
Well, I think there's a difference between not liking it because you know it's not your preference. Like there could be something that I know has a satisfying draw to it, even though it's so tight that I would not personally vape that way. But I know it's still a good draw if you're into that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's something that just performs like shit, and you can't get any satisfaction from it at all. You know what I mean? And that's why I think sometimes having other people on your show, you know, that like if you know your friend or this other reviewer enjoys that type of vape, you can sort of get their perspective in your video. I like that.
Yeah. I just find it like hard to review something like for instance that Apex tank. You know, I know it puts off a good vape. I know some people will like it. Personally, for me, there's just certain features on it that I don't like, and I just can't see myself enjoying to review. You know, wanting to review it. So it's like, but at the same time, it's like I should review it because it's going to be a popular Inikin tank, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of stuff.
Somebody kind of said they think the DNA 200 is overhyped. What do you guys think of that?
I think it is a little bit. I mean, it's a little because people keep talking about the software, and when you first get the DNA 200 device, you plug it in, and you're waiting to use this software. You open up the software, and you're like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? The software is confusing as hell. Yeah. They need to have, like, I don't know if I was talking to Zach from Vaping Moderation or someone, but they should have, like, 2 versions of the software, kind of like a simplified version and then an advanced version, so that way, you know, normal people can go in there and adjust certain settings, and then if you want to
like one with pictures only.
Something simple, you know.
Yeah. or smiley faces. Go ahead, Mike.
For me. That's what I said.
Yeah, for you, what's your opinion?
Smiley faces, yeah, that's what I want. Stuff like that. Cartoon characters.
Yeah, because I look at the E-scribe software and I'm like, fuck.
Look, I'll tell you what I used it for. I got in there, I set up everything the way I wanted it, which is basically my screen splash screens. I set my wattage to be at 200 watts max. I set my temperature, if I ever do temperature control with it, to be at 100 watts for that burst. I set that. I set my battery life. And what else did I do on there? That's it. I really didn't do much. So for the average person, and I'm not no professional vapor. I don't, tell you guys the truth, I don't sit here and vape on nickel and titanium all day and stainless steel all day. You know what I'm saying? I basically, my main thing I use is Canthal. So all those settings that are in there, for me, I don't go into I go into the E-scribe once. When I get the device, I do what I got to do to it, and then I'm done with it.
That's why I think it should be two versions.
Right.
You know.
So,
Mike's saying that he's not a professional vapor is like David Hasselhoff saying he doesn't look good with leather jackets.
My words are screwed up. I'm not a professional vapor. I'm not a professional vapor. I'm only vaping for what, a year and a half, 2 years. So.
Yeah, I like simple devices. I like I like temp control and all that, but I still like simple devices. Something that just, like I think the borderline for me would be like the X Cube 2. If it gets any more complicated than that, screw it. It's not even worth my time.
Yeah.
What about the X Cube Mini?
Hopefully it's not gonna be even more complicated. I mean, it's not that it's complicated. There's just too much shit on it and too much fiddling with nonsense. It's like I just want to screw my shit on, set my temperature, set my wattage, and have a vape. And if I want to change a color or two, then let me change a color. But fuck.
Yeah. But I mean, for the DNA 200, I like the idea. Like, you could put a splash screen on there, put your name on there, put a picture. No, that's a cool feature. And I think that's what the big reason that it's so popular is because you could do that. People wanted, I want that, so I can put my name on it. It's my device. I'm gonna have custom for me. So. But for all the other stuff on there, come on, we're just vaping.
Yeah, it's
I get the same exact vape off DNA 200 device as I would off of this Konex device here.
Yep.
Same thing if I put it to vape it to where I want it to be. Heck, I'm not getting a different vape like this tastes better.
Yeah.
It's on that price.
You could plug in a $350 DNA 200 into E-scribe. You could spend 2 hours adjusting all the E-scribe settings, and the vape isn't going to be that much drastically different than using like a $40 regulated mod.
Right. I like shit simple.
Yeah.
For most people, it's definitely an enthusiast.
Yeah.
To call it a failure, I don't think it's a failure at all. I think it is. It's overhyped because it's new and they're sort of raising the bar a little bit with some of the customization control.
Mm-hmm.
It does vape really good. I mean, I don't have any issue with how the board actually vapes. I do wish it had some pre-settings in it that were for different, like you guys said. I mean, if you're into nickel and if you're into Canthal, out of the box, I guess it's good. But then you got to go in and you got to fix the battery issue like Mike did with me tonight.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff is bullshit.
Right, that's what sucks about that, because you're buying a device, because if someone's, like we said earlier, if you don't have a computer or you have no knowledge on how to change anything, stay away from this device. Go buy yourself, if you want to buy something that's almost equivalent to it, buy yourself a SX350 device.
Or an SMY 35 or something.
35.
And that was my first main problem when the DNA 200 came out and I first got one, was the whole computer situation. It was like, I'm not on Windows. What the hell am I going to do? And then, yeah.
There's different types of. Like, let me share something real quick. So with my car, I spent 2 years and downloading firmware updates for my transmission, firmware hacking into my fucking ECU, and upgrading the suspension, the bushings, everything on my car. Now my car was great for 95% of everyone out there, out of the factory. But I'm the type of person that likes to get involved and tinker and fiddle and fine tune, and I'm never satisfied. But for the majority of people, out-of-the-box simplicity is key. You know, it's not for me, for my type of person. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I feel you, boys.
Yeah, you're different. You like to tinker. You know. But they went for that certain crowd, I guess, with the chip.
But I think it will be a success, and I think, you know, I'm personally
definitely.
waiting for a dual 18650 version. That's my style at 130 whatever watts. That's going to satisfy the shit out of me.
Plus, I'm sure that if someone buys a DNA 200 and they don't have a computer, they must have a friend where they could go on YouTube, do a search for how to change this or this or this on the E-scribe, see how to do it, go on the E-scribe on a computer, and have the person that has some computer knowledge change the settings. So it could be done.
Yeah.
No.
I want to give a shout out, and I never do shout outs, so, but to I think it's one of Mike's subscribers, and he subscribed to my channel, Harris Ben or Ben Harris.
Billy the Kid.
Yeah. I was like, oh, that's Billy the Kid. That's his name. Okay.
That's Billy the Kid.
Yeah, he was nice enough to send me one of his used laptops. I guess the keyboard was broke on it, but I needed a Windows laptop to do the eScribe video, and he sent me a free laptop just so I could do my review on it.
Good shit.
And I told my life. Well, not my life, but
The only kind of gifts I get from people is like used rubbers. I get like a little baggie in the
That was
mail.
me.
And it's from Mike.
I like some used rubbers as gifts. Can
When I
hang 'em
used to be a prostitute.
Mike sends me a used rubber and he goes, "Great DNA 200 review. Thanks, bud." That's
And
what
when I say DNA, I mean the actual DNA.
yeah.
100 times, God damn it.
Yeah. Well, I hate to be the party pooper, but we have actually pushed this shit longer than ever on this show.
Half hour is good.
Half an hour is longer than Mike, me, and Mark ever have sex combined.
Hell yeah.
So it's a long time. It's actually probably more time than we've all had sex for the entire year. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Why don't we single hit that shit again so it can be successful?
I need to double hit that shit. Anyway.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry, I'll have to live up to Mike's expectations. Fuck it.
Double hit that shit.
Double. I'm not. Hold on. I'm at 18 watts. I can't fucking do that. All right, let's do it. Mark, you ready?
I was like 2 vapes in. Yeah.
Me too. I'm like,
They made 30 mils, and I'm like, wait. 3, 2, 1, go.